guys. Cannot believe I am sitting down and finally going to film this video that everybody has been waiting for forever. And today there means so much to me, you have no idea. So it is May 5th, 2022, and today marks 4 years since I have broken my femur bone in my left leg. And today I'm here to tell my story in front of all of you guys. Before any of the story starts, I want to tell you guys, when you guys are seeing this, I don't know if we're going to put this on tomorrow, which will be May 6th, or later tonight, which will be later tonight, May 5th. But whenever I put it on, I want to let you guys know today is my mom's 52nd birthday, so please wish her a very happy birthday in the comments. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, 4 years ago, it was my mom's birthday. It was her 40th birthday, I'm pretty sure. And we were like, so what do you want to do for your 48th birthday? And she told me and my dad and Noah and Lucy, who, if you guys are new and don't know who Noah and Lucy are, they are my two golden retriever dogs who I love so much. They were about 3 years old when this happened. So basically, we went to Mounds State Park for the day because my mom told us she wanted to go on a picnic and she wanted to go on a hike. And basically, we all agreed. No, Lucy, of course, agreed because they knew that there was going to be food involved. I agreed because I love picnic and hike. And we were like, okay, we're going to go. Well, me and my dad have a specialty in climbing on trees, and I just love it. So we went to Mountain State Park, and they have this like creek trail. And if you live around Mountain State Park, like Anderson area, you would know this creek area. And there's a trail over there. So we started walking on the trail, and just walking, and we had to cross the road. So we cross the road, we get, off the road, and we get back on the trail. Well, there's two ways you can go. You can either go up this way or down over here. We went this way, and like 5 minutes later, we passed this like little creek. Sorry, my dad's iPad just went off. But we passed a little creek, and we came across this really cool tree, or at least we thought it was cool. And my dad was like, "Oh, let's go climb that," because we were like, at the time we didn't know there was a crack, hole in the middle of it. It looked fine to us, so we started climbing it. And if I can find a picture of it, I'll insert it here. But yeah. So we started climbing it, and as you can tell, the picture you guys probably don't see is it laying down. But when it was standing up, it was like leaned this way, kind of. And I went this way up, and my dad went like this, kind of. And I got up there, and I was so scared to climb down. In fact, Noah and Lucy, my dogs, started wanting to walk on the tree as well, and they actually got down before anything happened. But my dad's like, okay, Iris, come down my way, and I'll, get you. And I was like, okay. So he grabs me by my arms, and as soon as he went to grab me, after I got down to his level where he was, the whole tree went snap and completely. Okay, I'm trying not to do this video that crying, but it snapped and the whole thing fell. I went plunging, my dad went plunging down. He wasn't super bad as much as I was. So since I was about 11 when this happened, and since I was still small and I did not weigh a lot, my force made me jump 2 times I went on the ground. So that's why it really messed me up. And I did not know what was going on. So after it was over, the next thing I remember is my dad picking me up, and I'm thinking, shouldn't you be, laying down on the ground? Because I did not remember anything except for this little clip, and I was like, shouldn't you be laying on the ground? He's like, no, I'm fine. So he picks me up, and immediately my left leg starts dangling to the other side, which that's completely unnormal, and they immediately knew something was wrong, but my mom, she just could not think what just happened, because my mom never climbed the tree. She was at the bottom waiting for us to come down. So she saw us fall. And we look back on this day thinking, why did we not just call 2 ambulances to come get me and my dad? Because instead, we sat on the bark of the tree drinking some water, and then my dad eventually carried me down to the road and went and got the car. My mom stayed up with me. I don't know why we did that. I think it's kind of dumb. And we look back and thinking, why did we just not call, 2 ambulances to come and get us? And it just made no sense. But we get to the hospital, and immediately they take me in, and because they usually you have an emergency, they wait in the waiting room until they get called back. Well, luckily mom was able to call the hospital and say, okay, Iris, you need to. They'll let you in as soon as you get there. So I got in, and my mom just like medicine there. So me and my dad shared a room. So my dad was on one side, I was on the other, and my dad's injuries was just like a fractured pelvic bone, but that ended up healing. Mine was much serious. So they cut my hands off because I could not stand up. If they tried to make me stand up, I literally screamed top of my lungs. Like, they picked me up from the wheelchair to put me on the hospital bed, and I just like screamed. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely not doing this. And in fact, they actually asked me, do you want me to cut your pants off, or do you want to take them off? And I was like, cut them. And so they cut my pants off, and then they're like, do you want us to bring the portable x-ray down, or are we going to take you to x-ray? Like, bring the portable x-ray, whatever you do. So they brought the portable x-ray, and then like 10 minutes later, they showed the x-ray, and it eventually showed that I had a big fracture in my femur bone, and I literally had no bone connecting, basically from my ankle to the top of my bone. It was just gone. And I think I do have an x-ray of that, and I'll insert that here as well. But it was so bad. So I was thinking, oh my goodness, what in the world? Now, they had to straighten my left leg, and it hurt so bad, but I didn't feel it. My leg did. I didn't feel it because they gave me this medication. I'm not even sure what it's called, but you're completely awake, but you don't feel anything. And they eventually straightened my leg out, put it in some type of a cast, and they actually could not do the surgery at this hospital because they didn't have like the materials to do it. I had to get sent down to Riley's Children's Hospital. So I took an ambulance to there, and I was in the hospital for a good 2 days because the first day was me getting there, and they did like, oh my gosh, 50 x-rays to make sure there's nothing else wrong, which I still don't know why they did that because they only knew it was my leg. But they did like 50 other x-rays, and then after they did that, they eventually were able to give me water, which, guys, I did not even mention this, But at that time, I did not have water for like 5 hours. Also, I am so glad that my mom told us to go and get lunch before we went over there, because we went to McDonald's and just got like some cheeseburgers and burgers, and we got lunch before we went over there. And I'm so thankful we did, because we did not know this was gonna happen. But once I got water and they knew my surgery was not going to be for the next day, I was able to kind of rest, but also still in a lot of pain with my leg. But I ended up taking a small little nap for a couple hours before they woke me up for my surgery. But going to the bathroom with a broken leg is not easy, you guys. I had to use a bedpan. It was just the roughest thing I think I've ever been through in my entire life. And the other thing I've broken in the past is my arm from falling off a couch when I was younger. But I've never been in so much pain than my broken leg, and I mean that. So they finally do the surgery. They asked me what color of cast I wanted, and I chose light blue. And I still don't know why, looking back on that, I chose that. But I'm kind of glad, because you could see when everyone wrote something, I could see better the light blue. But if it was my choice, and looking back on that, I'd rather have had pink. Just saying. But after the surgery happened, I had immediately physical therapy, which I hated, and I don't even know why I hated it. I think it was just because I was in so much pain. But I remember this one physical therapy. I think his name was Jordan. So if you're watching this, Jordan, I'm so sorry how I treated you. I can remember being in the hospital saying, he goes, well, I think you're pretty cute and cool. And I'm like, but I don't like you. I don't know why you reacted like that. Because he was very nice to me. He was like in his 30s, I think, but he was like so nice to me, and I treated him so awful. So I'm apologizing for that years later. But after physical therapy left, it was just trying to learn how to walk again with a walker. And I eventually got crutches like a couple months later, but I used a walker, and I also had a wheelchair, which they had me keep the walker, the wheelchair, and the crutches. Still happen to this day, and they're all in the garage, because who knows what's going to happen in the next couple years? I don't even know. But I eventually got to go home on Monday. I was in the hospital, like I said, for 3 days. I got to go home Saturday, or Monday. I'm thinking Saturday this week, but I got to go home May 7th, which would be on Monday of 4 years ago. But Noah and Lucy, my neighbors, came and got Noah and Lucy, so thank you so much, Amy and Keith, if you're watching this. We so appreciate your help in that circumstance, because my neighbors really drove from the hospital, pick up Noah and Lucy, and bring them back here. And then not even like 10 minutes later, my mom had to come back, because she had to get like clothes for my parents to wear for a couple of days we were in the hospital. But when I got back, I did not know how it was going to be, like, sitting in the car for that long of a time. And it was very uncomfortable. I had to like lay down, and it was like a bunch of Velcros on me. It was kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but like it was weird. And I think I also have a picture of that, which I'll insert here. But it was definitely odd. Like, ugh, I cannot even put it into words how odd it was. But I was able to get home. My parents carried me in, put me on the love seat couch in the living room, and then they put a table like by me, so no one Lucy could not touch me, because I did not want to flinch, but I still want to see them. And I said hi. They were super excited to see me, obviously. And my mom had to take off school. She's a school teacher, and she had to take off for like 2 months just to hold me and my dad, because gosh, it was so hard. And at this time, I was in 4th grade, and I could not do school. I literally was out for the rest of the year. I was able to come the last day of school, though, for my birthday, so they still opened to send me birthday and send me goodbye. But my teacher was so nice, Mrs. Zell, if you're watching this. Thank you so much for all your support. I broke my leg. She would FaceTime me and let me see all my friends, even though I was miserable and just not want to do anything. The only thing I remember of being in the wheelchair was playing with my Legos, because I got a Lego kit from Riley. I remember so much. I remember that. I remember taking showers in a wheelchair. I had to do like one of those like spa washcloths, because I could not get my cast wet. And my cast went from my ankle all the way up to about here. so it blocked off a lot, and I could only wash out basically from here to my head, and then both my arms, and then my right leg. But for the next couple of months was just learning how to get around. Eventually, June 15th, which would be the day after my birthday, I got my cast off, and I was so uncomfortable. It's not even funny. I just screamed, like, put that back on. I hated it. It was so uncomfortable. But anyways, I started physical therapy starting like August, and I went pretty much every single day. And Marcus, so much thanks to you, because you are probably the main reason why I'm here. And also, thank you to Jesus, and mainly thank you to Dr. Fitzgerald at Riley Children's Hospital for making my leg 100% better now. We are here, it's now 2022, and I'm healed. Jesus got me through it, and I'm so blessed to be here. So thank you, Jesus, so much. And thank you to all of my incredible nurses and doctors. In fact, funny little story real quick before I end this video. We were at Build-A-Bear once after I broke my leg, and I was in the wheelchair. And this is after I broke my leg, or after the cast off, not after I broke my leg, after I got my cast off. And I was in there, and this one lady, I didn't realize that she was a nurse, but this one lady was like, oh, I remember you. You were the girl that broke your leg and you came in. I'm like, yep, that's me. So it's just cool how I see nurses, on and off. I do have 3 stitches because I had 2 surgeries for knee bending, and I have 1 big surgery to get my rods out, because I didn't really go in depth on this, but they had to put rods in my leg because they had to straighten it. But I still have my cast. I still have those rods. They let me treasure those, which don't even know why, because they're horrid to me. But yeah, that is pretty much the story on everything that happened. I want to say thank you to all of my family, and also a huge thank you to my parents. They were literally the ones that took care of me through this horrible leg broke. Like, they fed me, they took me to the bathroom I needed. Like, they were the most important thing in my entire life when I broke my leg. So thank you so much, Mom and Dad. You guys are amazing. I'm so blessed to have you today. And yeah, but I'm hoping now that I have done this video, if anyone asks my friends saying, well, what happened, I can refer them to this video and they can watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so blessed to be here today, and again, thank you to God, and please tell my mom a big happy birthday. Still cannot believe 4 years ago it happened. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Click subscribe, it's free, and click the bell to receive all notifications when there's a new video out from Iris Elizabeth. And I want to mention this. I know a lot of people are probably like, why do I not post every single day now? I literally don't post every single day. That is because I'm more wanting to do TikTok and Facebook, my bigger socials, than my YouTube. But I'm still posting every week on here. So bye, guys.